You brought up a good point a couple of minutes ago. We kind of were bracing for wintry kind of air, and yet it wasn't windy, and the sun was out, so
it wasn't
didn't
that
seem
bad.
so bad.
I thought it'd be worse, but we still have another night tonight.
Tomorrow morning might be the one.
Yeah, it is like weird things. Like we hadn't used our fireplace, we had a little gas one in a while, and last night we're like, we could justify it. It's like things like that you notice the difference. And we got down to 23 in Portland, 10 in Rangeley. This morning, average low is 30. So, in Portland, that's not crazy, 7 degrees below average, but it certainly is much colder than that into the mountains. We've recovered, but not a ton, 27 right now in Portland, 26 in Lewiston, and we did have some snow over down East Maine. Temperatures there are sub-freezing, right around 30 degrees, pretty uniformly. You can see that band of snow. Models did an okay job with this. They indicated potentially there'd be something called an inverted or Norland trough, and I think they overjuiced it, but there was some snow there, and there still is, moving up 95. Generally light, but a couple of moderate bands are involved in that. South of that band of snow, though, it's sunny. So that's what Pat's talking about, and I agree. Yes, it's cold, but the sun angle this time of the year does help, it matters, and it makes it feel a little bit less frigid than the temperature would kind of belie by itself. And so we'll see some sun through the rest of the afternoon, some clouds eventually filtering in from the west out of New Hampshire. You can see this model is really pessimistic about cloud cover right now, and so keep that in mind. It's clearly not this cloudy over southern Maine, and it won't be in the next hour or so. But eventually, we'll see a mixture of sun and clouds that come in from the west here later this afternoon. Then tonight, we're partly cloudy to mostly clear, and tonight will probably be our coldest night as temperatures drop down to the teens, even along the coastline. Inland, about 15 degrees will be a common number, and a couple of single-digit readings into the mountains and across northern Maine. I'm not sure whether or not they're blowing snow or not at some of the ski resorts, but pretty primed to do so over the next couple of days if they want to make that final push into that late spring skiing as they typically do. Now, we start the day cold tomorrow, but we do recover to about freezing or so, maybe a little bit warmer along the coastline. It's largely sunny tomorrow, pretty nice looking day. And then we start the day on Wednesday sunny. Clouds come in from southwest and northeast, and we finally break out of this really cold pattern. We get into the 40s, but there will be a warm front that comes through here Wednesday night, briefly as a mixture of snow and maybe some sleet. It doesn't look all that heavy. You have to watch these warm fronts, though. Sometimes they get a little bit frisky as they rotate through, but overall it looks like light stuff Wednesday night. In theory, that would mean we'd have a nice mild day on Thursday. We're in the warm sector. Problem is the warm sector kind of fills in quickly on us, and so we end up with rain showers on Thursday, eventually rain Thursday night and through the first half of Friday as this cold front drags through. So we kind of get cheated out of that warm sector part where we could be in the 50s because it'll be raining during that time period. You can see it more clearly here on this model. So here we are Thursday morning. Okay, this looks good. This is warm sector, and then bam, it just kind of collapses into rain. So maybe Thursday mid-morning will be decent, but it doesn't look like it's going to last that long. Rains through Friday morning, and then we clear out. Weekend looks okay. A lot of pressure on this one, Pat. Luca turns 4 on Friday, but his birthday party, which is really the first true one he's had because of COVID, is on Saturday, and Paula started asking me 15 days ago what the weather was going to be, which of course is impossible, but I said a couple of days ago, I think it looks fine. So
it's the social event of the season. You don't want to be wrong.
Look, the rest of the 7-day could fall apart, but if I mess up Saturday, we're going to have some problems. It does look like the weekend actually will be decent, a little bit warmer there on Sunday, too.
We'll keep tabs on that. Yes, we'll have maybe a little counter
a little
clock
ticker
or something.
Yes, of course.
Thanks, Keith.